Welcome to Indie Beacon Radio, where creative souls can find help in marketing their creations. You can send questions for each show on Twitter using the hashtag IndieBeacon. Now sit back and enjoy learning about our guest for this show.
So nice to meet you.
I'm Pat Haddock.
I know, Pat. I'm so glad to see you here. And I really, really like the idea that you have this collection of short stories. Tell us about it.
These short stories have been published in other magazines, and when I regained the copyright on them, I decided that I wanted them in the public arena, so I published them in a book together.
Oh, I think that's awesome. So how hard was it to get your copyright back?
It wasn't really hard. I don't provide a permanent copyright. Generally, it's published one time, and either immediately or after a year, you'll get your copyright back.
And I think that's awesome. So when did you start writing your short stories?
Oh my goodness, these short stories run for quite a while back. I collected them while I was writing them and submitting them all during the time that I was writing my Dear Aunt Peggy emails from Kitty Puff.
Okay.
That one was written by my dog.
Well, Kitty Puff looks like he's a perfect author.
It is vernacular. But these were being published, which really gave me a foothold.
Right.
And I had something on my resume saying, yes, I published it. So that kind of lent a little bit of credibility to the others.
So where are your books available, Pat?
They're available online, Amazon and Kindle. I do market my own books. And anybody who's interested in my website or my Facebook page can also.
And what is your website? Let's shout it out there so people can hear your website.
Haddock.com.
Oh, your own name. Let's go. That's easy.
That's it. Yeah.
And so that can they buy off that website as well?
There's a link to Amazon. There's a link to Amazon.
And if people want to reach out to you and they don't remember that, can they email you?
Absolutely, pat@haddock.com.
There you go. It's very simple. I think that's wonderful. And so I appreciate you being here today.
I'm glad to be
here.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you for the time.
Of course. So hi, I'm Rox Burkey.
Hi, Rox.
How are you doing,
nice
John?
Nice seeing you.
I'm with John Howell, and I want to talk a little bit about your books. This is so exciting that you have this. Is this one of your current books?
No, this is actually a book that is a book before my current.
Okay.
And the only reason I grabbed this is that the story of what I would call from riches to rags.
Okay.
And it's completely different from anything I've written. Okay. And it's sort of a quasi-memoir, but not of me.
Okay.
So I don't know how that would relate.
Where did you get the idea? What was the idea?
Well, it's regarding a football star who starts a Wall Street firm, an investment firm, all of a sudden survives an audit to find there's $20 million missing. So he, because he's the head of the firm, has to take the fall. And so what happens is he goes from this point in life to that point in life, and then we have a rebound. And the rebound is the part of the story that's exciting.
That's very exciting. And you said there's another book after this?
Not of this. The other book is called The Contract.
The Contract, okay.
The Contract, which describes a contract between the heavenly leaders, and two souls who volunteered to come to Earth to save the Earth. Now, why?
Why did that happen?
Yeah. Well, the Earth is used as a training ground to move closer to the ultimate being. If there's no Earth, there's no training. So everybody agrees, you guys gotta go. So the story is, they come down to Earth, they assume a human body, and do they save the Earth?
I don't know, you have to read the book.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey John, that's great, that's really exciting. So, where can people find out more about you?
They can go to my website.
What is that?
JohnWHowell.com.
JohnWHowell.com. And if they want to see you at your next event, they're going to meet you, is that somewhere on your website as well?
It usually is, but it's not right now.
But you'll have it here soon, right?
Soon.
And where are your books available?
Amazon, KDP.
All right. Very good.
And also in the Elector stores.
There you go. Awesome. John, thank you so very much.
All right.
Appreciate you.
What started as a love letter to her son has become an international love letter for all parents to their children. Now you can read acclaimed author Shanalee Charbonneau's story to your children. When her son was very sick, she calmed him by singing her own song to him. She turned that song into the book, My Mama Loves Me, I'm Her Little Boy. She wrote 3 more magical books for all parents and kids 6 and under. Available at Indie Lecter, Amazon, and all local and national outlets.
Hello, I am the author and poet Denise Bryson. I am the author of The Things That Cross My Mind, Love's Reality, both in book and audio form. I am also noted as one of the best poets of 2011. I have 2 new projects coming up. One is the Blinky series, where Blinky tells us all about our coins and our bills for our children. I also have a book coming out called Say Ye. It's quotes from Denise Bryson, just inspirational and that will help you along the way.
Thank you for watching or listening to this show. Indie Lecter is proud to sponsor this programming. As a thank you for listening or watching, we would like to give you a 10% coupon code that you can use on our bookstore at indielecter.store. Use coupon code video19. Again, that's indielecter.store, coupon code video19 for a 10% discount on any purchase. Thank you.
Welcome back to Indie Beacon Radio. Don't forget to like us, follow.
Hi, I'm Rox Burkey. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I have Jerry Mullen with me, and we're here to talk about your book. And I mean, this is amazing. Tell me a little bit about your book.
My book is a YA fantasy based on a 16-year-old girl that's found out that she is not from this realm.
Oh.
And that she is transported to where she's originally found. And she,
You're fine. So it's a YA fantasy.
yes,
Okay. And she's transported to a realm.
the magical realm where she is finding out some dark secrets that mom hasn't been so honest with her, and evils lurking, wanting to take over this area and perhaps the universe. So it's up to her to figure out some prophecies.
Really? What's her name?
Lane.
Lane is her name. And so where did you get the idea for the Lane character?
Honestly, as I read back some of my high school writings, I think she's always been there. A lot of very similar characters in a lot of writings. And just wanting to get out of my head. So finally, I think all of a sudden it's like, all right, let's do this and get it written out the way it needs to be.
That's awesome, Carrie. So if people want to learn more about your book or about you, it's always fun to learn about the author, right?
Oh, yes.
So where would they go to do that?
You can Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. I have my web, KJ Mullen on all 3. And also my website at kjmullen.com.
kjmullen.com. So if I went there and I wanted to know where you were going to be live, do you have like a calendar out there where people can...
I don't, but I do keep my Facebook and Instagram constant. So I always post events coming up and everything on there.
Awesome. And people want to, email you. What's the best way they can email you?
At kjmullen@gmail.com.
Very good. Thank you so much, Carrie. I appreciate that. Nice to meet you. I am so excited that you have just released the new book. It's Open Portal. Tell our friends about it.
Okay, well, it's the first book in a series called The Conquest of the Veil.
Conquest of the Veil? Okay.
It is a fantasy book. It's would be considered epic or high fantasy. And it's about a teenage girl that's lonely and bullied and plain looking. And she's bullied to the point where she actually considers suicide.
Oh no.
And for guardian angel appears to her one night and offers her a deal to swap her life for someone else.
Tempting.
She decides, well, what have I got to lose, right? So she takes him up on his offer, and she ends up on a parallel world of Earth called Meredith, where magic has replaced technology. What's more, she awakens to find herself to be a stunningly beautiful woman with servants and riches. Her wildest dreams have come true.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be a cliffhanger, I can tell.
Then the other shoe drops.
Yeah, always does.
And she discovers the price she had to pay for swapping her life for someone else. It turns out that there's a magical barrier called a veil, which divides Meredith from one section to the other, and she happens to be on the wrong side of the veil for some very evil people.
Oh my goodness. So where is this book available?
It's available obviously on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. It's on a host of digital platforms, Kobo, Draft2Digital, on my website, www.michaelscottclifton.com. There's actually a link which goes to all of the digital websites that it's available on.
Very good. Very good. And are you going to be in any other events outside of this one soon?
I'll be at Art Walk in Longview. I believe that's July 18th. It's a Saturday. And then in September, I'm going to be at the Titus County Fair in Mount Pleasant. And then in also the Gathering of Authors in Texarkana in October. Tyler Comic Con in 1st November. And then the Titus County Decaballs there. And there's probably a few others, but that's all that comes to mind.
That's okay. If people want to reach out and talk to you, like exchange and comment with you and everything, what's the best way they can get a hold of you?
They can email me.
What is that?
msclifton, MSCLIFTON 955 at gmail.com.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Very nice to see you.
Hi, Brakefield and Burkey here, award-winning authors for the Techno Thrillers books, the Enigma book series. Technology, today's weapon of choice, the cyber good guys versus the cyber bad guys.
We invite you to join our website, theenigmaseries.com, where you will get sample chapters, sample audibles, book trailers, and you can sign up for our mailing list. The books are available in ebook, paperback, and Audible. Thank you.
National Authors Day is November 2nd, 2019 in Houston, Texas. Join us at Discovery Green as we celebrate being a published author and remind the world of the great books that writers constantly create for your enjoyment. You can register at authors.dearindy.org. Tom Gromes, father of market intelligence, writing business books that are a game changer. International author of nonfiction, has written the first and only books on the collapse of Russia and the first and only book on market intelligence. Check them out at mkintel.org. That's mkintel.org, mkintel.org.
Welcome back to Indie Beacon Radio. Don't forget to like us, follow us, or subscribe to one of our many channels. Now, here is your host for today's show.
Is Hamilton Troll. This is Hamilton Troll here, and this is Pink Light Sprite. Okay? Let me show you. Hello, I'm Hamilton Troll. So very nice to meet you. Isn't he adorable? Look at those big eyes. They're like your eyes. By the stump of a tree, inside a big hole, there lives a nice guy named Hamilton Troll. A very short chap with a cheery smile. His face can be seen as far as a mile. Look, he's got even a ladder that gets him into his hole. Isn't that cute? His head is the shape of an upside-down pear and is topped with a mop of tangled red hair. He wears a flat hat with a patch on the rim, so everyone he knows will be sure to find him. His eyes are like chocolate, big, brown, and fat. His pants are red patched from the place that he sat. Wearing necktie and vest, he tries to look good. He was taught by his mother that he always should. It's a good thing to be taught, isn't it? A good thing, right? To be taught by your mom, to be sharp dressed. His heart is as big as a giant brick house, even though Hamilton is as small as a mouse. What's he doing there? You know? What's he doing? Is he helping that mouse because he's injured? He's bringing him some food. Isn't that a sweet thing to do? He walks through the woods helping all of the bugs gather food, nuts, and grain and giving out hugs. Everyone loves to hear Hamilton giggle. He starts out quite bold, but his belly just jiggles. In the forest, his name rings out like a bell, with songs of the troll, with stories to tell. Hamilton's a troll, all filled with glee. He's as fun as a cricket. All his friends agree. Crickets are fun, right? Yes, they are. But there are times when Hamilton fills up with fear. Times when the sky darkens to drear. A time when the tree branches snap in the breeze, and a wind rolls about and knocks about those loose leaves. The sky turns to dark in the bright of the day, and it rumbles and suddenly gives way to a blanket of raindrops that fall to the ground, and they flood out his home. Hamilton could drown. That's pretty horrible, right? His home fills up with water, and he looks pretty scared, right? When this happens, Hamilton will run. He runs to a safe place until it is done. He leaps over flowers and skips around trees till he finds a safe place where he falls to his knees, a place that he calls the hideaway flop, where he goes every time the sky tries to drop. It's safe under there, right? What does that remind you of? Kind of like an umbrella? Big leaf plants like green elephant ears will cover the area and shelter his fears. No home he can make it, no walls, just a roof. But on days like this, that roof will sure do. As the storm ended, leaving a rainbow or two, the flowers did sigh and the cool misty dew, he'd peep from below the plants he did hide. Salt was okay and then tiptoed outside. He pranced upstream to wash off the mud when a song hit his ears and he tripped with a thud. And whom to his eyes did he notice afar but a tiny blonde sprite that shone like a star. She sparkled like moonbeams that danced in her hair. With jaw dropped wide open, Hamilton stared. She twirled around fast on that pretty pink petal, stood up and bowed like the spout of a kettle. My name's Pink-Eyed Sprite. I live in your dreams. You usually don't see me, but I'm grounded, it seems. My wings got all wet, and I simply can't fly. Would you do me a favor and stay until my wings dry? Would you do me a favor, stay by me, my friend? We can talk for a while until my wings mend. Hamilton's heart hopped almost out of his chest. He sprang to his feet, fixed his tie and his vest. He took off his hat, threw his hand through his hair, and then held out his hand to greet her with care. I'm Hamilton, he said. So happy to, he stood at attention. So happy to meet you, he just had to mention. So glad to meet you, this sure made my day. What should we do now? What should we play? They sat there and talked and laughed and told stories, shared by the posies and sweet morning glories. He spoke of his fears of the sky when it drops and the elephant ears without any walls. And he told her about how his rain fills his home. And she told him how to use those leaves as a dome. Take one of those plants and transplant it there. Be sure to move it with true love and care. It will grow and bring shade and cover for you, and then you'll be safe as the storms pass through. And do you know what transplant means? There's a definition right here of transplant, and it says to take a plant from where it is growing and carefully move it somewhere else. And so that's what she wants him to do. She wants him to put them over the hole that he lives in to create a roof. It's a pretty smart thing to do, huh? Yeah! Then finally, when Pink Like's wings had all dried, they started to flit and his eyes opened wide. His jaw dropped to his chest. He just couldn't speak. She glowed with a radiance all full of mystique. Isn't she pretty? I think she's gorgeous. But where will you go? Will I see you again? He tilted his head and asked with a grin. I'll be around, but I'll be out of sight. For when I'm in flight, I fly faster than light. But before she took off, he said, what do I do if the sky falls again and I'm here without you? She said, time will continue and the rain will fall near. But Hamilton, you now know there's nothing to fear. The earth will still shake and tremble and groan. The wind will sweep by and whistle and moan. But I will be with you in dreamland, my tot. I never shall leave you when you're caught up in thought. When you're frightened, think of me in the dew. And remember, my friend, that I do love you. Then she flew to the sky where a rainbow did form, and the sun shined out bright, and the world did warm. And never again did Hamilton fret of the lightning and thunder and the rain that is wet. He moved that big plant and protection he gave, and whenever it rained, Hamilton stayed brave. When he comes upon others who are frightened or scared, he tells them of Pink Light and how she cared. See, there's his home with the roof over it. For life's an adventure. What you do makes you you. So be brave and a friend and share your love that is true. The end.
Oh, fantastic story.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Indie Beacon Radio, where creative souls can find help in marketing their creations. To learn more about Indie Beacon services, to be a guest on the show, or to advertise on our show, please visit our website at indiebeacon.com.